Hello everyone, this is Lorena and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. The shutdown arc continues. Now before I continue, I would also like to say why I titled the last video Limit Break. Because I didn't actually finish explaining Limit Break before, as I recall, the video froze. It basically activates when you have 4 or more damage. When you do, you can activate your Vanguard skill at that time. And I was talking about the unit that I used when I was limit breaking. Or did I actually use that? I'm not sure. Actually, I can't remember anymore. But anyway, I'm sure the game will explain it for me, so I don't have to continue explaining it. Okay, let's continue. Maybe I should actually build some decks for this, for these eras. The eras are, well, I just think about them and I'm like, I've got plenty of decks, but I don't really feel like I should go back and edit. But then I'm just thinking, actually maybe I should update some of these decks, or at least have them fitting for this era. You know, and then go back to Stride later. You know, like if I really don't want to be asked if I want to Stride. I mean, I just don't use any Stride units then. Yeah, but I think that I want the Stride units to stay in there. You never know when I'll change my mind. I mean, I sure didn't know. I didn't know either, man. Where am I? It's not quite the way you imagined it. This is the planet Cray, and before you stand soldiers who would protect this planet with their lives. What? But it wasn't always this way. It used to be like Earth. The clans once lived in relative peace, each to their own lands. Then, a mysterious power filled the skies, and soon enough, the entire world was covered in darkness. Clans from every nation brought their strength together in an effort to remove its dark stain from the world. They looked to the strongest to lead them to victory. In the end, there were only 2 clans powerful enough to do so. The Royal Paladins and Shadow Paladins, right? I'm glad you still remember. Whoa, hold on. Am I going crazy? This sounds so familiar, but please let me explain. One of the Paladins should have destroyed the other, but instead they wound up joining forces. Now, this is basically what I was talking about when I was This is basically what I was talking about when it came to Ren's fight against Aichi. When Aichi defeated Ren, it was actually not to, you know, destroy him exactly. Because the way that Aichi built his deck, he basically accepted his light and his darkness. And the symbolism behind that is actually a symbol of compromise. And this symbol of compromise is basically what this guy is explaining here. Instead of destroying each other, they joined forces. And that's not what was expected. The decision was made that the clans of Cray would unite under a banner of shadow and light. The army before you is a fighting force unparalleled anywhere in existence. It really is amazing. No enemy could stand up to an army this strong. It's easy to think that, with this much diversity in power and function, they should have been able to beat anyone they came across. But, however, Royal Paladin, Shadow Paladin, and Kagero. Those 3 clans were the strongest on Krei, and they were punished for it. Their signature units were abducted by that dark power. They disappeared, and nobody has seen them since. The clans couldn't survive losing their most important units. Their strength began to fade, and they were soon forgotten. Without a strong vanguard to lead them, Krei's troops disbanded and went their separate ways, abandoning the hope of defeating that power. Unless something is done, the darkness will continue to grow, until all units, all avatars, everything will just vanish into nothingness. Which brings us to this moment. Krei is in need of a new leader. With its strongest vanished and stolen, there's only one clan that can reunite the rest. The Gold Paladins. But we'll never defeat our enemy unless we can find a way to overcome our past obstacles. So, to overcome our past obstacles, we must. The power to break through. Limit break. Hang on. Huh? Was that just a dream? What in the world just happened to me? And who was he? Wait, he was trying to tell me something. That's right. Something about overcoming your obstacles. He called it limit break. I wonder. My deck? No way. That kid, he switched. He took my old deck with him. Where? I said I wasn't going to run out sound effects. Well, hello there. Hey, Shin. Hi, Misaki. Hey, Aichi, you came. Yo, let's get this party started. Sorry to keep you waiting, man. Hey, gang. Listen, there was a weird boy hanging around when I got here. Really? Did this weird boy have a name? Well, I didn't ask. Why didn't you ask, Aichi? I really want to call him by his name because I know it. But look, he completely messed around with my deck. I don't see anything wrong. What do you mean? I could have sworn that it was different before. Well, looks like you're Gold Paladins to me. You've always had them. Are you guys kidding me? These aren't the cards I play with. He took my deck. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, man. You've been using Gold Paladin since the day we met you. Uh-huh. But I don't. What the hell is going on? You don't recognize your own cards? You okay? But... Why? Why can't anyone see it? Why isn't the clan I used to play with? Why can't anyone see it? This isn't the clan I used to play with. I want to know what happened. I want my Royal Paladins back. He wants his Royal Paladins back. Okay. I mean, I believe him, but, I am kind of weird. Okay, let me explain to you what I tend to get myself into. I prefer this deck instead. Oh, right. This is just something I went through. This is just something that basically, I'm just better at using a different deck now. I never switched back. I think Aichi sort of did, but wait a minute, why am I spoiling people? Well, how would you know what happened at the end of this season? I barely remember anything about it. And if you know what happened in this season, you know exactly why. Now, this season is kind of the weakest one. In my opinion, it's the weakest season. You don't really get... Wait a minute. Okay. Anyway, you don't really... The weakest season. Okay. Now you can remember you can remove most episodes in this season and nothing would change. There would be there's just no reason for this season to be the way it is. It's completely pointless for a number of reasons. It's like, hold on a second. Anyway, when I'm forced to switch decks, sometimes I get used to them. Yeah. Remember that time I was forced to play Jaden, and now I'm playing basically no one else? Yeah, that's the thing. Definitely happened. I didn't expect it to ever. I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And then, character development. And now I get pissed whenever anyone insults Jaden. What is going on? That weird kid, these cards, it's all real. Okay, so what do I do? Losing the Royal Paladins? Losing the Royal Paladins after we've been through so much together. It's unfair. Aichi, I don't know if you've noticed, but you have a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends, so I'm sure you can bond with this deck too. You can bond with this deck too, right? I mean, seriously, you're so good at making friends. I'm sure you're good at making friends with your decks too. You can have more than one, in fact. You can have like 2 or 3 or 1,500. Oh my god. These don't feel like the cards I'm used to. Yeah, I know what you mean, Aichi. I know what you mean. When I switch decks, I also have the same issue. And that's why That's why I don't want to play Narukami, because I better with Kagero. Oh god, I have to play Narukami, don't I? I'm not that great at using it. Sigh. He's sighing near Kai's bench again. Hey, Aichi. You know, I prefer this outfit. Why? Well, because it's a unique character design and it's not just a school uniform. I prefer this outfit because it's not just a school uniform. Also, that outfit just looks nice in general. I think Kai has a sense of style. I appreciate that. Hey, Aichi. What's up, Kai? Aichi, you are sighing near his bench. Something in the pond? Oh, not exactly. See, I was thinking about this strange thing that happened yesterday. What strange thing? Well, here goes. Would you mind taking a look through my deck? Yeah, sure. The gold Paladins. Does anything about that deck seem a little odd to you? No, it looks exactly the same as it always does. It figures. I was hoping Kai would see the problem. I think I just figured it out. Did you bring your deck with you? Because I really want to take a look through it. Okay. It's not Kagero? What is it now? I'll sound crazy and you probably won't believe me, but these cards, you don't normally use them. Yeah, right. Nice try. I know how it must sound, but I really need you to hear me out on this. Sure, I'm all ears. Let me see if I've got this straight. You think both our decks were replaced with other ones, and none of our friends seem to notice that anything's changed. Seriously, you don't remember anything at all? No, I don't. These cards are the only ones I have. So, nobody knows what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, not even Kai. He's going through the same thing as me, so why doesn't Kai remember the old clans like I do? Because you're the protagonist! Thanks anyways. It's okay if you don't believe me. Oh, I believe you. But why? Look, it's just like you said. I have no memory of these other decks you're talking about. But I know you. And you're not the kind of guy who would lie about something like this. Thanks, Kai. Come on. Sure thing. Let's get to the bottom of it. You and I will solve this you and I will solve this like card fighters. If our decks have changed, then we need to learn as much about them as possible. You've got a point. Shuffled and ready. The battlefield awaits. Right. Stand up, the Vanguard! Okay, that's going to try things up for this video, guys. I'm going to get some water, and I'll be back here shortly to continue with this fight.